Hi, my name is Barb Kuhn. I'm with Marshfield Insurance Agency. I'm the health and life producer here for the Arnoldley family. We're coming up on a busy time for health insurance, which is open enrollment for the individual and family on the healthmarket.gov. And we're also coming up on the annual enrollment period for the Medicare. The Medicare opens up on October 15th and runs through December 7th. At this time, you can make any changes that you wish to the current plan that you're on. And then we can also enroll you for coverage if it's your initial enrollment period when you're just turning 65. For the federal marketplace, the window is small. From November 1st through December 15th, you can sign up for health insurance. This is the only time you can sign up out of a special enrollment period, which includes loss of coverage for any reason. But this is a good time to get it to be effective on January 1st. You can call the agency and get an appointment at 715-387-6010.
And back.
Another thing you should do, because I'm not using these right now, if you look on the side of the camera where all the switches are. Yep. The top, there's one on the top that's MA. Switch that one to A. On the bottom, there's one that says Mike plus 48, Mike and Mike. Switch that to line. Line. What? Line? Yeah, this one down here. The second. So what that does is it kills this, so nothing comes out of this line, and everything comes out of that. Run the Marshall Insurance ad again. It's outdated. No, actually don't run another. Unless you go for a dollar to your line for something for that.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Welcome to Tiger Gymnasium here at Stratford High School as we get ready for a battle of unbeatens in the Marawood South as the Stratford Tigers get ready to take on the Auburndale Apaches. I'm Steve Okonik, here to call this one with you. Rayanna Ostreit here beside me producing as we will have probably the first installment of what should be the two best games in this conference this season. As we see the Auburndale Apaches, who are in first place in the Marawood South, 5-0 in the conference, taking on Stratford, who's a half game back at 4-0. Stratford has a couple makeup games coming up here in January as their basketball season got a late start due to football success. But taking a look here at the Stratford Tigers, they are 6-0 overall. They won their tournament over the Christmas holiday. This is their first game back from that. And an impressive win there at the end as they took down Division II Wausau East 64-51. So a definite challenge for the Stratford Tigers, taking on an opponent two divisions up, but definitely one of the weaker Division II schools, but still a challenge either way. They have been led here in the early going by Ben Barton, who's averaging 15 points a game, Chandler Schmidt averaging 14.3, and Teddy Redmond averaging 13.5. Vaughn Bright, one of the other big players here for Stratford, did have to sit out the first few games with a hand injury that lingered from football. Ben Barton is going back to Ben Barton. He's averaging a double-double. So he averages 15 points, 11 rebounds. Chandler Schmidt leading the teams in assists with 5.2. Switching over here to Auburndale to go through the basics. Auburndale 9-0. They also coming off an impressive win against a fellow playoff opponent in the Nilsville Warriors. They won 67-60. Bit of a misleading score as Nilsville had cut that game down to 3, and then Auburndale with some free throws and some clutch play down the stretch extended that lead a little more than it should have been, a little more than the game reflected. But as we said, so they come off that. Both teams have played Marathon. Both teams took Marathon down. So winner of this game will have a 1-game lead over the opponent and a 2-game lead over Marathon in the conference as we get set for the second half of the Marawood South schedule. Taking a look at other events going on around the area, especially in Division IV boys basketball, make sure to tune in next Tuesday as we will have the possibly still undefeated Spencer Rockets. They have a tough test at Stevens Point Pacelli tonight, taking on the Loyal Greyhounds. So another team in that Division IV section that both these teams will face, along with Marathon, Neilsville, Pacelli. So a lot of good teams here that both these teams will have to face off against coming up. So definitely a good one to check out if you're either an Auburndale fan or a Stratford fan. Obviously tomorrow, big hockey up in Medford as the Medford Raiders will be hosting a club squad from Marquette. That's a doubleheader. Starts at 10 a.m. You can tune in at onfocus.news/sports. But we are ready for this. We got about a minute to the start of the game, so we're going to take a quick 30-second break here, and we're going to come back with starting lineups and the national anthem and all the festivities, and we will be back in 30.
Originally incorporated in Marshfield, has been around for 100 years, and in those 100 years has grown tremendously and continues to do so. With locations in Colby, Greenwood, Marshfield, Medford, Stanley, Thorpe, and Withee, they are always looking to be part of your family, business, farm, or nonprofit. For personal loans, business loans, life insurance, or homeowners insurance, stop by one of their 7 convenient locations and see how they can help you move forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stratford. Stratford High School for tonight's Marawood South matchup featuring the Auburndale Apaches. And the defending Marawood South Conference champion, Stratford Tigers. Stratford High School welcomes all players, parents, and fans from both schools. Stratford High School, Auburndale High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. At this time, we ask those that are able to please stand, remove your hat, and place your hand over your heart as we join the Stratford High School Pep Band as we honor America, those currently defending our freedom, and all veterans with the playing of the national anthem. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Auburndale Apaches. A 6-foot senior number 1, Cooper Weinferter. A 5'10" senior number 2, Paul Koros. A 5'11" junior number 5, Hunter Wright. A 5'10" senior number 10, Fletcher Rapp. And a 6-foot senior number 21, Cody Trowbridge. The Auburndale Apaches head coach is Chad Weinferter. And now, Tiger fans, let's hear you make some noise. Here's the starting lineup for your Stratford Tigers. Starting at guard, a 6-foot senior number 1, Teddy Redmond. Starting at guard, a 6'3" senior number 11, Chandler Schmidt. Starting at guard, a 6'3" senior number 12, Dawson Danan. Starting at guard, a 6'5" senior number 22, Vaughn Blake. And starting at center, a 6'6" senior, number 24, Benjamin Barton. The head coach for the Stratford Tigers is Kurt Schmidt. He is assisted by Bill Knetter, Derek Austin, and Corey Heckel. A note to all fans to please enjoy tonight's game in a positive and respectful manner.
All right, we are back and ready for basketball. We have our starting lineups. Barton and Trowbridge are in the center circle, and we are ready to go. Tip is up. First possession will go to Stratford. Chandler Schmidt will bring it up against Hunter Wright. Schmidt crosses the timeline. Working that tough defense we've seen from Auburndale all year. Redmond gets it to Bright. Bright to Schmidt. Schmidt. Cross court, that's Dannon. Dannon back to Redmond. Redmond holding, gets it out to Schmidt at the logo. Back over here, Bright. Gets it down low, Barton. Barton holding at the block, gets it back out, Bright. Bright three-pointer. Back rim, no good. Rebound comes down, Weinfurter. Weinfurter quickly to the front court. Into the lane, passes it into the corner, Fletcher Rabb. Rabb will dribble it back out in front of the Stratford bench. Rabb holding, hands to Koleros. Koleros hands to Hunter Wright. Hunter Wright working on Dannon, back to Koleros. Koleros into the lane, back to Wright again, and Wright will dribble it back up top and get it to Rabb. Rabb will hand to Koleros. Koleros drives into the lane, gets it back, Fletcher Rabb, three-pointer, off the side rim, no good, rebound, Koleros up, blocked into the hands of Von Bright. Von Bright comes down with it, and they are quickly to the front court with Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt will pass to Bright. Bright will get it to Redmond in the corner. Redmond picks up his dribble, looking, gets it to Dawson Dannon, back around to down low, Bright. Bright up to, yes. Von Bright starts off the scoring with 2 as he gets first points of the game, and Cooper Weinfurter brings it the other way. Pens it off to Rabb. Rabb hands to Hunter Wright. Wright working on Redmond. Wright dribbles it back out. Gets it into Trowbridge, back up top to Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt hands to Rabb. Rabb forced to pick up his dribble on the ground, taken by Redmond, and we're going to get jump ball. Possession arrow is pointing to Auburndale. Okay. All right. Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter dribbling into the corner. Weinfurter back up top. This is Paul Koleros around to Hunter Wright. Wright working. In down. Blocked. Gets it to Trowbridge. Trowbridge jumper blocked by Ben Barton into the hands of Von Bright again. Chandler Schmidt quickly to the front court. Gets it to Dannon. Dannon into the lane. Floater up good. Dawson Dannon gets his first points of the game, and it's a quick 4-0 lead for Stratford. Gets it to Auburndale here in the near side. Fletcher Rabb into the lane. Passes it back out Koleros. Koleros down the lane. Cut off. Tries to get it to Cooper Weinfurter and ends up getting it back on the Redmond. Back out here. This is Hunter Wright. Wright. Back to Fletcher Rabb. Back to Wright. Wright. Back up top. Koleros near the logo. Koleros back to Rabb. Rabb back to Wright. Great defense here. Cooper Weinfurter in the lane up and gets Auburndale on the board with his first 2 points of the game. Gets it back here. Full court press like we've seen all year from the Apaches. Chandler Schmidt down the lane. No. Ben Barton right there with the rebound. Good. Barton gets his first points of the game. 6-2 as we see that size advantage definitely working here for Stratford in the early going. Fletcher Rabb hands to Koleros. Koleros hands back to Rabb. Rabb tries to drive the lane, gets cut off. Rabb will hand to Koleros. Koleros into the lane, gets cut off. Has to pass it back out to Hunter Wright at the top. Wright kind of resets the offense here, working on Von Bright. Definitely giving up a few inches there. He will drive down underneath, lose it, up Trowbridge. No, that was a great pass to Cody Trowbridge, who will put it up for the 2. Stratford quickly working to the front court. A lot of contact there, no foul, despite the protests of the Stratford fans. Redmond 3, back rim no good. Rebound comes down Hunter Wright. Wright will work quickly to the front court. Down the lane, passes it out Weinfurter. Weinfurter, three-pointer, good. Cooper Weinfurter has 5 here in the early going, and Auburndale gets their first lead of the game at 7-6. Dannon into down the lane, and that's going to be a foul on Auburndale, and that will send Dawson Dannon to the line for 2. We're going to see who that one is against.
On number 2.
That one is against Paul Koleros, his first, team first. So Dawson Dannon will go to the line for 2. First free throw for Dannon, up, no good.
Checking in for the Apaches,
Coach
number 11.
Coach Weinfurter for Auburndale having a conversation with the official on that call. Definitely a call that could have gone either way, but Dannon, second free throw, bounces around, up and good. And we will see a substitution for Stratford as Max Vanderhoof will check in. Dawson Dannon, just after shooting the free throws, will take a seat. 7-7 game here, 13:38 left. Right this time to bring it up for Auburndale. Right. Comes here near side, hands to Skylar Gilhausen. Gets it back to right, into trouble, down low, and that's going to be a foul. That one should go against Ben Barton as he basically tried to jump over the top of Skylar Gilhausen, and it will. So Ben Barton commits his first foul, team first for Stratford. Yep, Trowbridge got Barton off his feet, and Barton went basically right over the top of him. So, I mean, easy call for the official, but we get back set here. Cooper Weinfurter working on Teddy Redmond, hands to Fletcher Rabb. Rabb will hand to Hunter Wright. Now working on Redmond, gets it back Fletcher Rabb. Rabb has to get back out top, Gilhausen around the corner. Here is Weinfurter for 3, no, rebound Teddy Redmond. And Redmond will bring it quickly to the front court and now slow it down a little bit. It's here near side Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof, cross court, Schmidt barely keeps it in the high pass, gets it to Vaughn Bright. Bright working on Hunter Wright. Bright up, yes. Vaughn Bright has 4. And 2-point lead now for Stratford. Gilhausen almost has it taken away, gets it back, gets it here Fletcher Rabb. Rabb working back to the center. We'll hand it off to Cooper Weinfurter. Hands to Hunter Wright. Wright working on Vanderhoof. Gets it back up top, Rabb. Rabb has to hand to Weinfurter. Weinfurter ball fake, ends up guarded by Redmond. Gets Redmond, floater in the lane, no, rebound Ben Barton. Ben Barton comes down with the rebound, and quickly to the front court comes Stratford. Redmond. Redmond will drive into the lane, up, no. Tip up, no. Back up, no. Rebound comes down to Cody Trowbridge. And Trowbridge will hold and get it to Cooper Weinfurter as Weinfurter runs quickly into the corner. Fletcher Rabb, back up Gilhausen. Gilhausen, three-pointer, no. Rebound comes down to Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt quickly ahead, Vaughn Bright. Vaughn Bright, up, no. Rebound. And that's going to be on the line. That's going to be Stratford ball. Good defense there from, I believe that was Cody Trowbridge, as he checks out. And Dylan Paul checks in for Auburndale on a much taller player just to kind of alter that shot enough that it rolled off the rim. But Vanderhoof to inbound. Gets it into Chandler Schmidt here right in front of us. Schmidt holding. Now we'll dribble it back. Gets it to Redmond on the far side. Redmond back to Vaughn Bright. Back to Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof to Schmidt. Schmidt back up top. Redmond around to Max Vanderhoof. You see Ben Barton working, trying to get that ball down to Ben Barton. But Vaughn Bright, turn, up, no, rebound. Vaughn Bright, up, yes. Vaughn Bright gets it put back. He's got 6. 11-7, Stratford with the lead. Gilhausen gets it to Fletcher Rabb. Rabb into the lane, little jumper in the lane, up, no, rebound to Schmidt. And Schmidt pushing it up quickly. Guarded by Gilhausen. Schmidt looking, gets it to Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof looks down low, nothing there. Gets it to Bright. Bright, nope. And we're going to get a foul on the floor before the shot. Very good play working there. That one's going to go against Dylan Pawn.
That's his first.
Dylan Paul.
Checking in for the Apaches, number 3, Caden Huffman.
Dylan Paul.
And returning for the
Pretty sure it's Dylan Pawn.
Damon.
I'm going to check the last game I did for them. So I'm almost positive it is. Yes, Dylan Pawn. But they get it into Ben Barton at the free throw line, gets it out top to Schmidt at the logo, and they will set the half court. Redmond holding, gets it across to Schmidt. Schmidt down the lane, floater up, good. Chandler Schmidt gets his first points of the game, and it's a 6-point lead. Definitely not where Auburndale wants to be, but their three-point shooting, they can come back quickly. But when you get up once Stratford gets up, they're just going to pound it down low to Von Bright and Ben Barton, and there's nothing that Stratford or Auburndale can do about that. As Hunter Wright gets it near side Hoffman. Hoffman into the lane, passes it over Pawn. Pawn back out right for three. No, rebound tipped away, ends up in the hands of Teddy Redmond. Redmond loses his dribble, has to get it to Vanderhoof, who will bring it to the front court with Schmidt. Schmidt here near side into the lane, into the corner. Redmond. Redmond. No offensive foul. That's 11. That one goes against Chandler Schmidt, his first, team third.
Team second.
Oh, second, excuse me.
For the Tigers, also checking in number 14, Chase Flink.
So Chase Flink will check in. Chase Flink, obviously, if you saw earlier today across our Facebook pages, signed his letter of intent to play football at Division III Ripon College. So he will be continuing his football career next year. But working up here at the top is Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter gets into the corner. Hoffman. Hoffman pans to Wright. Wright working, gets into the lane, down the lane, foul, and Wright will go to the line for two. And I believe from the reaction that might be against, no, that is against number 14, Chase Flink.
That's
His first, team third. But that will send Hunter Wright to the line for two free throws. Wright's first free throw is off the side of the rim, no good. Second free throw coming here, Hunter Wright. Hunter Wright, a big part of that game they had against Neillsville on a week ago as Wright hits his second. So he's got his first point of the game as we're approaching here quickly to the halfway point of the game, first half. Chandler Schmidt gets it around to Flink, gets it to Redmond, here to Von Bright. Ben Barton on the bench here, looking to check back in. Schmidt up good.
Schmidt for two.
Again, that size just working for Stratford. It's going to be something that I'm sure Coach Weinfurter is going to have some conversations with his players on at halftime about how to slow that down. But Cooper Weinfurter working here on Redmond. Redmond tries to get the steal. Weinfurter up, foul, shot won't go, but it will send Cooper Weinfurter to the line for two as he got Von Bright up in the air. Drew the contact and got the shot up. But that is the first on Von Bright, already the fourth team foul on Stratford. But that will, like we said, send Cooper Weinfurter to the line for two. First free throw, Weinfurter. Front rim, no good. Cooper Weinfurter last year was in the 92-93% on free throws. Don't have his numbers on this year in front of me, but definitely up there. Weinfurter, second free throw up. In and out, no good. Something you really don't see, and something that hopefully is not a sign of things to come for Auburndale. You hardly ever see Cooper Weinfurter go 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Here near side, down low, this is Von Bright. Bright turns in the lane, Barton hands to Bright. Bright gets two. And we're going to need a 30-second timeout here. Auburndale, we're going to take it with them. 8:28 left, 17-8. Stratford with the lead.
Stop in to any of our locations at Auburndale, Marshfield, Withee, Greenwood, Roosevelt, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids and talk to our friendly personal bankers that are here to help you. Pioneer Bank, Equal Housing Lender and member FDIC.
All right, back here, 8:28 left. And Auburndale has some work to do as they are down 9. Coach Weinfurter taking that timeout. And we will get set here as Trowbridge will hold near the free throw line. Hand to Fletcher Rabb. Rabb Dribbles it back out, passes it over to Paul Colaros. Colaros tries down the lane, stolen away by Von Bright. Bright, ahead Flink, down the lane, up, yes. Chase Flink in transition gets his first points of the game, and it is an 11-point lead, Stratford. Cooper Weinfurter fakes out Flink, but isn't able to get down the lane, gets it to Colaros. Colaros all the way around, ends up in the hands of Hunter Wright. Far side, Wright, holding. Gets it to Fletcher Rabb. Rabb, back up top, hands off to Colaros. Colaros working on Dannon. Gets it to Trowbridge at the free throw line. Trowbridge gets Bright up in the air, down the lane, good. Great shot fake there by Trowbridge to get Barton up in the air, and then he was able to drive past him and get the easy shot. But Stratford coming back now with the 9-point lead, gets it to Flink. Flink gets it to Bright. Bright gets it to Dannon all the way around here. Chandler Schmidt back to Bright right at the top. Around Flink, who's holding. Cross court to Von Bright. Bright drives the lane, gets it down low. Foul, count it. Ben Barton. Barton has 6, chance for 7. That foul will go against Cooper Weinfurter. That will be his first, team third. Or check that.
Team third.
Number 10, Fletcher Rabb with the foul. I couldn't see this other hand up from the official as they're looking behind him as Skylar Gilhausen checks in again. First free throw up. Free throw up, run rim, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Auburndale. Quickly to the front court. Comes right, down the lane. Passes in the corner, Fletcher Rabb. Rabb 3. Back rim, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Max Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof will slow it down a little bit here now. 21-10. Vanderhoof here near side to Redmond. Redmond holding on Fletcher Rabb. Gets it back all the way out top to Ben Barton. And it comes all the way back around Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt down low, Von Bright. Bright, little jumper in the lane. No, that's going to be Ralph Redmond on the rebound, out of play. No, check that. They're going to call Teddy Redmond on the foul. That'll be his first, 5th on Stratford. Didn't see the hand come up like you normally see on a foul, as the official just.
The Tigers number 12, Dana.
Official looked like he just pointed the other way, like it was off Redmond, out of bounds as the ball went that way. But no, that was a foul on Teddy Redmond. So Cooper Weinfurter will get it to the front court, working on Redmond. Tries to get a screen from Trowbridge. Redmond Weinfurter 3, no. Rebound into the corner, taken away Von Bright. Bright will now slow it down, hands to Redmond. Redmond pushing to the front court. Redmond has to pull it back out, tries to get it down, thought about getting it down low to Ben Barton, pulls it back. Off of Dannon, he keeps it in play, down low Von Bright. Bright working on Hunter Wright. Behind the back, Ben Barton, up, good. Wonderful assist there from Von Bright. As the shot goes up, Von Bright gets the rebound. Bright gets it to Max Vanderhoof, who will bring it into the front court. Sets a screen, now looking on the pick and roll. Gets it to Dannon here near side. Dannon, back up top Redmond, back across. Down low Von Bright. Bright holding. Cross court Dannon. Dannon 3, no. Rebound Ben Barton, up, good. And we're going to have another timeout. Auburndale, 30-second timeout. We will take it with them. 5:22 remaining. 25-10. Stratford running away with this one. We will be back right after this. Get the clock going. All right, back here from Stratford. Stratford with a 15-point lead. Auburndale looking again to try and make the comeback. Redmond almost steals it away from Gilhausen, but it ends up at the hands of Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter hands to Rab, or right three-pointer. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Ben Barton. Barton will hand to Schmidt, and Schmidt will trigger the offense here with under 5 minutes here left in the game. Gets it to Redmond. Redmond gets it to Vaughn Bright, guarded by Hunter Wright. Bright, turn in the lane, front rim, no good. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Redmond. Redmond gets it back out top, Dannon, and gets it to Schmidt. Schmidt right back down, Vaughn Bright. Bright gets closed down, taken away, and oh no, they're going to get a foul. Thought he tipped that away, but that's going to be a foul, and
falls on number 21, Trowbridge. That's his first.
That's going to go against Trowbridge, and they're going to say that it was in the act of shooting, so that's his first, team fourth. That will send Chandler Schmidt to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw up front rim, no good. And we've had 2 made free throws in the game out of 3 out of 10.
Checking in
As
for
we will
Auburndale,
see
number 12, Jason Wilcox.
Jason Wilcox check in as Gilhausen will sit. So, yeah, 26-10. A lot of work here to do for Auburndale. But as we said, if they can get that three-point shot to fall, they can come back on a lot of teams very quickly. But Trowbridge will get it to Wright. Wright will reset, gets it to Rab. Rab gets it back to Trowbridge. Trowbridge gets it to Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter gets it back across to Hunter Wright. Right in front of the Stratford bench will get it to Trowbridge. Gets it to Fletcher Rab. Not able to get anything towards the basket here is Auburndale. As Trowbridge will take it. And now taken away by Teddy Redmond. Redmond down the lane, layup up. He is fouled. Fletcher Rab will commit the foul. That will send Teddy Redmond to the line for 2 free throws.
Number 10, Rab.
That is his second, team 5th. Looks like Coach Weinfurter is content enough to let him stay out there with those 2 fouls. Redmond's first free throw up is good. Redmond hits the first. And second free throw upcoming here. Teddy Redmond up, nails it. 2 points for Teddy Redmond, his first 2 of the game. And as we're under 4 minutes left, it is now an 18-point lead. And I'm going to have to go back and look, but I'm thinking this is a 13-0 run for Stratford here in most of the second half of the first half. But we get set here as it gets into the corner. Fletcher Rab for 3 over Dannon. No, rebound comes down Ben Barton. Ben Barton just able to sky over everyone and come down with that rebound. And Schmidt will slow it down here a bit as they set the half court. Down low, Ben Barton. Barton working. Passes it out to Chandler Schmidt. All tipped away. Gets it down low, Bright. Bright up, blocked by Cooper Weinfurter, but it ends up in the hands of Dawson Dannon, who puts it right back up for 2. He's got 5. And it is a 30-10 lead for Stratford. Cooper Weinfurter holding at the top, dribbles it down. Now he'll snap off a 3. Front rim no good. Rebound comes right down to Hunter Wright. Right up, no. Rebound Ben Barton. Ben Barton definitely on his way to another double-double here as he already has 10 points, and I'm not keeping track of it. I'll check with the official score at halftime, but I think he might already have 10 rebounds. And he gets another one up and in. Ben Barton taking over this game as he has 12. Quickly to the front court again, off of Stratford, and it will be Auburndale ball.
Checking in for the Apaches, number 3, Hoffman, and returning for the Tigers,
Coming
number 10,
in,
Vanderhoof.
Vanderhoof will come in for Stratford. Redmond will sit. Fletcher Rab will sit, and Caden Hoffman will check in for Auburndale. Cooper Weinfurter gets the pass in the backcourt, brings it back across the line, gets to the free throw line, passes it back Wilcox. Wilcox will hand to Hunter Wright. Right into the corner, Weinfurter. Weinfurter gets this guy up in the air. Little jumper, no. Rebound. Tip punched out. That will end up in the Barton will try and get it up. Ends up in the hands of Dannon. Up, yes. Dawson Dannon just kind of was in the right spot, right time, but that was an amazing play by Vaughn Bright just to keep that ball in play. And that will be tipped out of bounds, and that will go to Stratford. Another missed shot, 34-10. 34-10 here, 1:48 remaining. We will have all your first half stats, get you set for a busy week next week as we get some more rivalry games in next week and just some good fun. All of that at halftime here as Vaughn Bright will hold at the top. Bright gets it here near side Redmond. Redmond holding. Cross Dannon. Dannon thought a kind of ball fake there for a three for a second. Gets it in the corner. Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof. Little Joe floater in the lane. Yes. Everything is falling for Stratford. As Vanderhoof gets on the board, they have all quickly down the lane Kate Hoffman, and he'll be fouled, and they will rule it on the floor. Vaughn Bright tried to go up to block, and he was not in a good position as that will.
That's his second, team sixth.
That will be the second on Vaughn Bright, team sixth. As Ben Barton will check in, Vaughn Bright will sit down with those two fouls for the final minute 16. Foul was on the floor, so it'll be an inbound play here for Auburndale. Gets it in, Hunter Wright. Hunter Wright almost taken away by Redmond. Into the corner, Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter into the lane, up, throws it up, thought he'd get the foul. Rebounded over Barton is Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter up again, no. Rebound comes down Pawn, and Pawn will go to the line for two. Dylan Pawn will go to the line for two.
Foul's on number 12, Dannon. That's his first, team seventh.
That foul will go against Dawson Dannon, his first, team seventh. So that will put Auburndale in the bonus for the final minute 4. As Dylan Pawn will have an opportunity to shoot two. Two. First free throw up, front rim, no good. Auburndale is 1 of 5 on free throws here in this half. Definitely not their only reason why they're down, but definitely would help. Second free throw up coming, Pawn. That one is up and off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound Barton. 1 for 6 from a team that is supposed to be one of the better shooting teams in the Marawood and has been so far, but just an off night for them. And when they don't have the size to pound down low against a team like Stratford, that's really, really going to hurt them. As Vanderhoof holds here, gets it to Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt gets it to Dannon. Back around. We'll see what they're looking to do here with 35 seconds left. 3, Dannon up, no. Rebound Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter pushing quickly. Now he'll slow down, and looks like they're holding for one shot. 25 seconds left. Weinfurter working on Redmond, but now he'll move forward. Hunter Wright hands to Colaros. Colaros dribbles it around, gets it into the corner. Hoffman brings it back up top. Hands to Hunter Wright. Wright drives down the lane, tipped up into the hands of Ben Barton. Barton quickly ahead Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof 3, 2, and he will lose it out of bounds with .4 left, and that will end the half. We'll have an inbound play here from Auburndale, just simply to run out this last .4 seconds. We'll see if Cooper Weinfurter can snap off a full court shot here. He will pull it up. They will not count it if it goes, and it misses anyway, and it is halftime.
And your halftime score, the Auburndale
So we will
10, the Stratford Tigers 36.
Yep, we will get set here. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to count up all the points and everything and be back in a few minutes with our halftime stats and get you ready for next week.
Are you looking to buy your first home? What about building your dream home? Maybe you're wanting to upgrade your current home. Time Federal Savings Bank's friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to help you take your next big step. Stop by or call one of your local lenders in Eau Claire, Marshfield, Medford, Owen, Phillips, or Wausau. Time Federal Savings Bank makes it easy to apply online at timefederalsavings.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stop in to any of our locations at Auburndale, Marshfield, Withee, Greenwood, Roosevelt, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids and talk to our friendly personal bankers that are here to help you. Pioneer Bank, Equal Housing Lender and member FDIC.
Here at Medford Chrysler Center, we have a variety of used vehicles for any need. We carry a large selection of half-ton pickup trucks and three-quarter-ton pickup trucks. We also have cars, compact SUVs to full-size SUVs. Whatever you're looking for, come see us here at Medford Chrysler Center. See Kurt or myself, Todd, for that next used vehicle.
Did you know that Weiler convenience stores are hiring? Whether you are looking for a full-time cashier position or a part-time nights and weekend job that will allow you to bring home a little extra money, Weiler's can help you out. With pay starting at $11 per hour and the chance to make more on weekends and offering very flexible scheduling, why wouldn't you want to work here? Go to any one of their locations on 4th Street, Central Avenue, or at 2005 North Central Avenue and pick up an application, or go to weilerconvenience.com to print off an application.
Back here from the Tiger Gymnasium at Stratford High School as we are at halftime, and the Stratford Tigers are running away with this one, 36-10. Definitely for Auburndale, they have to figure out how to contend with that height and everything else that's going on there. But going through our first half stats, first for Auburndale, pretty clean stat sheet here. Cooper Weinfurter leads the team with 5 points. Cody Trowbridge has 4. Hunter Wright has 1 point from the free throw line, 1 for 2. Cooper Weinfurter missed 2 free throws. Dylan Pawn missed 2 free throws in that first half. Stratford, a whole different story. 7 players on the score sheet already for Stratford, led by Ben Barton with 12 points in that first half alone, including, he did go 0 for 1 from the free throw line, but definitely a good start there for Ben Barton. Here in this one, Fawn Bright, his partner down low, added 6, but Dawson Dannon, 7 points in that first half, including a free throw. Chandler Schmidt has 5 points, including a free throw. Teddy Redmond, 2 points, both from the free throw line. And Max Vanderhoof with 2 points on a beautiful jumper. So Auburndale, I'm sure Coach Weinfurter's working on it there in the locker room right now, coming up with a plan for how to work around that height disadvantage that they have. They've got to come up with a solution for that. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work as I have as we get ready here, but we'll see what Coach Weinfurter can do. He's one of the better coaches in the area, so if anybody can come up with a plan, it's him. As we get set though tonight, don't forget we've got early morning hockey. Well, I say early morning, but we'll call it morning hockey tomorrow. Girls hockey doubleheader from Medford, as the Medford Raiders will take on a club team from Marquette, Michigan in a hockey doubleheader. First game starts at 10, second game approximately 2:45. Both those games will be available at onfocus.news/sports. Then Monday, big-time Division I non-conference basketball, as the Marshfield Tiger boys will host Chippewa Falls. 2 programs, both looking to make deep runs in the playoffs this year. Tuesday night, we get our first look at another potential opponent for both these teams in the playoffs with the Spencer Rockets. Spencer is currently playing at Stevens Point Pacelli tonight, and we're going to take a quick peek in on that one, and we'll see the score. Spencer goes in, both teams go into that game undefeated, and both teams are in the same section as both Auburndale, as that one is a late start. They got 4 minutes left. Pacelli 22, Spencer 18. So a really good matchup there. In Marshfield, we're going to wait here, see if we can get a score in that game, as that game is at the half. Not seeing a score here at all, so we'll check back on that one. but we are here. And then obviously Thursday night, 2 games. We're going to get more Medford hockey as the Great Northern Conference does rivalry week with the Medford Raiders hosting the Mosinee Indians. And we'll also have girls basketball from Spencer as the Spencer Rockets will take on the Colby Hornets. Colby looking back to get back in winning ways. And then Friday night, huge game in the Great Northern, and probably one of the best rivalries in the area. Mosinee and Medford boys basketball Friday night, 7:15 from Mosinee. That promises to be a very good game as both teams sit near the top of the Great Northern. So a lot of fun stuff going on in the next few days. Lots of hockey, lots of basketball, and there's wrestling going on too. So check out all your local school websites for schedules. But we're going to take a quick break here. We got about 3 minutes left here in the half as we get set for second half basketball here from Stratford, 36-10. Stratford leading Auburndale.
Are you looking to buy your first home? What about building your dream home? Maybe you're wanting to upgrade your current home. Time Federal Savings Bank's friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to help you take your next big step. Stop by or call one of your local lenders in Eau Claire, Marshfield, Medford, Owen, Phillips, or Wausau. Time Federal Savings Bank makes it easy to apply online at timefederalsavings.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey sports fans, if you're looking for the best chair in the house, come down to R&R Flooring and Furniture in Spencer. We carry Franklin furniture, Lang furniture, Serta recliners, Simmons recliners, electric chairs, chairs that have phone chargers in. That is the best chair in the house. Come down and see us. We also have these sports tables and anything you want. Brewers, Bucks, Badgers, come on in. Thank you.
Here at Medford Chrysler Center, we have a variety of used vehicles for any need. We carry a large selection of half-ton pickup trucks and 3/4-ton pickup trucks. We also have cars, compact SUVs to full-size SUVs. Whatever you're looking for, come see us here at Medford Chrysler Center. See Kurt or myself, Todd, for that next used vehicle.
Hi, this is Dustin at Abbey Ford. With winter right around the corner, it's a great time to make sure that your tires are functioning properly and that the tread is in a safe limit. You can start with the old penny trick, where you take a penny, stick it upside down on the tread. If you can see Abe's head, it's time to replace the tread in order to have maximum performance out of your tires and to be able to stop in the slippery conditions this winter. If you need any help with tires or tire repair, give us a call at Abbey Ford. We'd be glad to help you.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan. Live life with Franklin.
All right, back here from Stratford, as we're going to see what the Auburndale Apaches can do to get back into this one, as they are down 26 at here at the half. As we get ready for second half action, pretty sure Stratford will be, I believe, is it Stratford? We're going to see who starts with possession here. I've never understood the possession rule in high school basketball coming out of half. I believe, yes, looks like it's going to be Stratford. So Stratford will get possession here. Start the second half. Ben Barton, 12 points already in this game. Stratford also holding Auburndale to by far their lowest point total. As they quickly get it in, Schmidt to the elbow, gets it back out. Vaughn Bright, three-pointer, front rim no good. Rebound bounces around, and that's going to go to Auburndale off Teddy Redmond. Vaughn Bright looking to get that shot going as Auburndale gets quickly moving forward. That is Weinfurter. Weinfurter into the corner. Fletcher Rabb. Rabb 3. No. Rebound Trowbridge. Trowbridge around Barton and Bright back up, and he will get it to fall. Trowbridge for 2. He's got 6, and that's going to be tipped out of play to Ben. Stay with Stratford. So again, the full court press coming here from Auburndale. They haven't been able to set it too much in this game as they've mostly been playing in transition. Ball tipped away. Redmond will get it back, but they've got to get it across the line, and now we're going to get a timeout. Coach Schmidt from Stratford, as they were about to give it a 10-second violation. We will take it with him. 17:23 left, 36-12 now. Early going here in this first half, and we'll be back right after this.
Stop in to any of our locations at Auburndale, Marshfield, Withee, Greenwood, Roosevelt, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids and talk to our friendly personal bankers that are here to help you. Pioneer Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
All right, back here from Stratford as Coach Schmidt having to take a quick timeout on the inbound play as Auburndale puts this full court press on. They get it around Redmond. Redmond working on Fletcher Rabb, gets it back around to Schmidt. Schmidt holding on Hunter Wright. Schmidt, cross court Dannon. Dannon, three-pointer, front rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Koleros. Koleros tries to get it quickly ahead to Hunter Wright, tipped out of bounds by Vaughn Bright. And Auburndale will keep possession as they get it into Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter quickly across and working on Redmond. Gets it down low, tries to get it back out, ends up in the hands of Koleros. Down low, Trowbridge. Trowbridge up, yes. Cody Trowbridge has 8 in the game, 4 here already as we see more full court press here. Quickly ahead, and that's going to go out of bounds, turn over to Auburndale. That is the second possession in a row now. Stratford's had issues with this full court press. So I think we see what Coach Weinfurter's decided to do. Pound it, get it down low to Trowbridge, and full court press to try and keep him from being able to get it in. But Weinfurter working to the lane, free throw line, gets it back out Hunter Wright. Wright, he will work to the free throw line, hand to Koleros. Koleros dribbling here near side, hands to Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter up, blocked. Gets it back. Round Fletcher Rabb. Rabb into the lane. Floater up, good. Fletcher Rabb with 2 and a 6-0 run here from as they get it back, and now it ends up back in the hands of Schmidt. Again, issues bringing it up, but they get it to the front court, and that's going to be offensive foul on Schmidt. Another turnover. Chandler Schmidt, that's his second, team first. Coach Schmidt can't believe it. He was up on his feet almost immediately. But call will stand, and Auburndale looking to cut into this lead some more. They've on a 6-0 run as Hunter Wright gets down low, can't get anything up. Down low again, Cody Trowbridge working. Gets it back out top, Fletcher Rabb, hands to Hunter Wright. Wright working at the top on Dan and Dawson. Can't get anything down the lane, gets it to Trowbridge. Trowbridge takes the handoff now, gets it to Fletcher Rabb. Rabb into the lane. Floater up, blocked by Ben Barton. Stratford in transition. Down the lane. Redmond loses the ball, and that's going to be Auburndale ball. Some conversation between the officials, see what they can figure out which way that one was going, but it will be Auburndale ball. Another turnover for Stratford. That is 2, almost the third, if not for the timeout there on that first possession. But Cooper Weinfurter into the lane, has to get it back out Trowbridge. Trowbridge to Koleros. Koleros around Fletcher Rabb. Rabb gets it back. Hunter Wright, three-pointer, back rim no good, rebound comes down, and that's going to be a cheap foul on Paul Koleros. No need to do that there, but he will get called. That is the first, but also the second team first, as Gilhausen will check in for Koleros. But one thing that foul does do is let them set that half-court press that's been working very well here. As Dannon looks to get it in, gets it to Ben Barton. Barton holding. Has to get it back to Schmidt. Schmidt wants everyone to clear out. now as he's pressured. Schmidt gets it to Redmond. Redmond pressured, but he'll be able to break the press. Redmond into the lane. Over to Barton. Barton gets it tipped away, forces him out, gets it back out Redmond. Redmond, three-pointer from the far corner. Back rim, no good. Rebound to Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter down the lane, gets it back out top Gilhausen. Gilhausen has to pick up his dribble. Taken away, tipped by Barton into the hands of Dawson Dannon. Dannon down the lane, up, yes. And the foul. Late call on the foul, but Dannon will get the 2 plus the foul. He will go to the line for 1. He can get into double digits here and end this. They end the run. First points of the half for Stratford as they will take a 22-point lead, possibly 23 here with a free throw. Front rim no good. Rebound comes down Vaughn Bright, and they will set the offense again. Bright with the rebound off the missed free throw. Gets it over here to Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt up to Bright. Bright around Dannon to Redmond. Redmond working here on the near side on Fletcher Redmond gets it to Vaughn Bright. Bright holding in the corner. Bright gets it down low. Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt up good. Schmidt's got 2. He's got 7 now in the game. And Cooper Weinfurter hands to Hunter Wright working on Redmond. Gets it to Gilhausen around to Fletcher Rabb. Long 3. No. Rebound comes down Trowbridge. Trowbridge up. Blocked, but no. That's going to be a foul. I believe that's going to be against Ben Barton, and that'll be his second. So that will send Trowbridge to the line for 2. Yes, that is Ben Barton's second foul, second on Stratford. Cody Trowbridge will go to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw attempts of the half for Auburndale. Trowbridge's first free throw up. Back rim, no good. 1 of 7 in the game on free throws for Auburndale. Not what you usually see from this team at all, but it's where we're at. 40-16. Second free throw is up. That one will barely roll in, but it does count. 2 of 8 now, as they'll get it into Vanderhoff. Vanderhoff working on Fletcher Rabb. Vanderhoff gets it across the line to Chandler Schmidt. And a little bit of contact there. Stratford fans want the foul, but that's why fans don't get to call fouls in the game. As Dannon down low, no. Rebound, Ben Barton up, yes. Barton has 14, and they get the lead back out to 25. Down the lane, but cut off. Gilhausen. Gilhausen gets it in the corner. Cooper Weinfurter. Cross court, Hunter Wright. 3, yes. Hunter Wright gets going. He hits the 3, cuts the lead to 12, and he has 4 now. Very quiet first half for Hunter Wright as we see Caden Hoffman getting ready to check in. Gets it across. Schmidt to Bright. Cross court, Dawson Dannon. Almost threw it out of bounds. Dannon saves it, gets it up top. Schmidt down the lane to Barton. Barton underneath, up good. 2 more for Barton. He's got 16 now. As Hunter Wright will hand to Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter down into the lane. Up, no. Rebound comes down, Ben Barton. Barton gets it to Vanderhoff, and you'll see some full court press here even now from Auburndale. Grab on Vanderhoff. Vanderhoff gets it over to Dawson Dannon in front of the Stratford bench. Dannon gets it to Bright. Bright down low. Barton up good.
2 for Barton.
Just no answer for Ben Barton as he will get 2 more. He's now got 18. As we'll hand to Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter thought about the long 3. Now drives in. Gets it into the corner. 2 players there. Right. Now Skillhausen for 3. No. Rebound. Ends up in the hands of Hunter Wright. Wright up good. Hunter Wright for 2. Trying to keep Auburndale in this one. But it's 46-22. 11:40 left. Very quick game, very quick second half here. Gets it across. Schmidt. Almost tipped by, okay. I was wondering why Ben Barton seemed to just not know where that ball was going, but it was tipped by Cody Trowbridge, so it'll stay Stratford ball. Trowbridge and Hoffman check in. Gilhausen and, Pawn, no, 24. 4. Yeah, Dylan Pond in. No. Up, no. Rebound. Comes down to Auburndale. Quickly to the front court. Fletcher Rabb. Rabb gets it to Hunter Wright. Wright driving down low into the corner. Hoffman, 3. No. Rebound rolls around. Ends up in the hands of Barton. Barton very smartly, as he was almost hopping, gets it to Chandler Schmidt, who'll get it to Vanderhoff, and he will bring it across the timeline. Vanderhoff sets in the half court, gets it to Redmond. Far side to Bright here near the logo. Vaughn Bright gets it to Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt around to Max Vanderhoff. Vanderhoff back to Ben Barton, gets it to Redmond around Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt down low, Vaughn Bright. Bright turns up, good. Vaughn Bright with 8. And just like that, we're back to a 26-point lead. Cooper Wynford a 3, back rim no good. Rebound gets tipped out to Fletcher Rabb. Rabb back to Hunter Wright. Wright working on Chandler Schmidt. Wright dribbles it back. Wright holding, hands it off. Gets it back up top. Here, dribbling around. Gets it down low. Back up top to Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter has it taken away by Teddy Redmond. Redmond quickly to the front court. He loses it. That will be taken away. Gets it tipped away by Hunter Wright as he was gathering for that layup and ends up in the hands of Cooper Weinfurter. This is up. Yes, foul, count it. Dylan Hahn will draw the foul and get the basket. That one will go against Vaughn Bright. That is his third, team third. As we just get notification, Wisconsin beats Ohio State 61-57. So good win for the Badgers there. But with 9:59 left, it is Stratford all over Auburndale with a 24-point lead. Front rim no good on the free throw. Another missed free throw for Auburndale. Only good thing for Auburndale is that's not what's costing them this game. I mean, it's keeping them out of it a bit, but they have much bigger problems today than the free throw shooting, and it is just simply that they cannot match up size-wise with this Stratford club. But Teddy Redmond gets into the lane, tries to pass it down, gets it out tipped away into the hands of Cooper Weinfurter, and Auburndale will quickly be to the front court. Into the corner, Rapp. Back up top right, gets it to Weinfurter. Into the corner, Hoffman. Hoffman, 3, no. Rebound, Chandler Schmidt. Into the hands of Vanderhoff. Vanderhoff working. And now he trying to get across the line, chases Chandler Schmidt away, and now gets it to Redmond. Redmond down the lane, up, no. Rebound, Schmidt, yes. Chandler Schmidt with 2 more. He has 9. And Cooper Weinfurter quickly to the front court. 3, no. Rebound, Dylan Pond. Pond has it tipped away into the hands of Hoffman. Hoffman back to Pond. Pond up, yes. Dylan Pond with 4. And 50-26, still a 24-point lead here for Stratford as we get under 9 minutes here. So we're in the final quarter of this one. 8:34 remaining as we see Chase Flink getting ready to check in. Check out again, as we said. Down low, Dawson Dannon up good. Beautiful pass, Chandler Schmidt. As Dannon now has 11. Hand to Hunter Wright. Wright setting, gets it over Hoffman. Hoffman into the corner, Rabb. Rabb down low, Dylan Pond. Pond gets it back out, Hoffman. Hoffman drives into the lane, into the trees. Gets it back out, Pond. Pond will drive, and he will be fouled. That, I believe, will be on the floor. But that one will go against Vaughn Bright, and that will be his third.
Foul's on number 12.
No. Dannon will commit the foul. I thought that one was on Bright, but it will be on Dannon. So that will be Dannon's second. So you got Schmidt, Dannon, Vaughn Bright, all with 2. Ben Barton with 3 fouls. Not as bad of a story for Auburndale's. Colaros and Fletcher Rabb both with 2. But working here, this is Hoffman. Hoffman, jump stop in the lane, gets it back out top. Hunter Wright, 3-pointer, back rim no good, rebound comes down Vanderhoff. Stratford probably starting to look to run a little bit of clock here as Vanderhoof gets a screen from Vaughn Bright. Now they'll set the offense. Gets it, now it's going to be a foul on Hunter Wright. Trying to get the steal on Chandler Schmidt. That will be Wright's first foul.
Foul's on number 5, Wright.
Team
That's his first, team
third. Team third. As they'll inbound here near side, literally right in front of us. As they get it in the backcourt to Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof into the front court. Gets it to Chase Flink. Flink holding. Flink gets it cross court and then around to Dannon. Dannon drives to the lane. No. Gets it out top Schmidt. Schmidt into the lane. Out Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof to Flink back to Schmidt. Schmidt gets it out to Von Bright, and it looks like they're more than happy to run a little clock here. One of the advantages of high school basketball, you can run as much clock as you can. Down low, Von Bright, Bright up, no. Rebound taken away by Hunter Wright. But they did run a good close to a minute off the clock there, so if you're Stratford, you're okay with a possession that runs a minute off the clock at this point. Off the foot, into the hands of Chase Flink. Flink moving forward, now he'll spin it out. Gets it back up top, Vanderhoof. And they will set the offense with 6:45 remaining. Back to Flink, guarded by Hoffman. Flink back up top and all the way around, that's Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt holding right in front of his dad, the coach. Back across to, and back up top to Ben Barton, or Von Bright. Bright had it tipped away, and now he'll try and pass it out of bounds, turnover. 6:24 remaining. As Barton and Flink will check out, or Bright and Flink will check out. Barton and Dannon, I believe, check back in. As we also see Paul Colaros come back in and Cody Trowbridge for Auburndale. Cooper Weinfurter, cross court. Hunter Wright, three, front rim, no good. Rebound comes down, Fletcher Rapp, back out Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter, three, no. Rebound, Hunter Wright up, no. Rebound. Finally corralled by Ben Barton. Barton gets it to Schmidt, and Schmidt will work up the floor on Hunter Wright. Schmidt into the lane, and now we're going to get a foul, and we're going to see. It looks like it's against Auburndale, and that's going to be against Hunter Wright. Hunter Wright commits his second, team fourth. 6 minutes exactly remaining here as we have still a 26-point lead. The lead hasn't changed much here in this half as Auburndale has tightened down the defense. They just can't get the offense going. As we see Vanderhoof at the top. Working on Fletcher Rabb, gets it here near side Dawson Dannon. Dannon hands off to Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter to Redmond. Redmond working, gets it back out top to Ben Barton, who's all the way out at the logo. Ben Barton gets it to Vanderhoof. And we continue to run time as we approach 5.5 minutes left. We were talking about that shot clock issue. No shot clock in high school basketball means, in theory, Stratford could run this entire clock out without ever having to give the ball up again or take a shot. But they will not as they get it down low. Ben Barton. Barton up, good. Barton gets 20 and is taken away by Chandler Schmidt. Chandler Schmidt on the steal. He will go down the lane, and that's going to be a foul. I don't know. They are going to count it.
Plus the foul.
So Schmidt gets 2 on the steal plus the foul.
Fouls on number 5. Right?
Chandler Schmidt now has
checking in for the Tigers,
11, possibly for 12. Miller. Cody Miller, number 3. Told that's Cody Miller. It is. Don't know where I got the other name from, but it's Cody Miller. We'll check in as we start seeing Coach Schmidt empty the bench. Cooper Weinfurter into the front court. Schmidt makes the free throw. Down low rebound, Ben Barton. Easy story there as I was going through trying to correct for who was coming in there as Cody Miller checks in as Stratford again gets the ball to the front court, under 5 minutes to play. Schmidt will hold, gets it across Cody Miller. Miller gets it to Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof down low, Ben Barton double teamed immediately, back out Vanderhoof, gets it to Redmond. Again, Stratford in no hurry to shoot. But gets it, Cody Miller. Cody Miller down low, Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt, back out Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof holding. Gets it back Schmidt. Schmidt has it tipped away, gets it out Cody Miller. Miller driving the baseline, back out. Tried to get it to Schmidt, taken away by Weinfurter. Weinfurter into the front court, working Spin up, block. No. No. They're going to call that on Teddy Redmond. Teddy Redmond looked like he had a clean block there, but the ref thought different, and his opinion's the only one that matters on that one, as a few of the Stratford fans want to see the replay. Well, you can go to YouTube and search Stratford Tigers. You can tune it up right there at the 124 timestamp. But, yep, I think we'll have a few Stratford fans that are in the stands here looking that up here tonight, as that looked like a good block, but sadly my opinion from up here doesn't matter, as Cooper Weinfurter gets his first free throw and first points of the second half, as we will see Coach Weinfurter turn it over to the backups, as we see the full second string come in here. One player, Terrence Roberson, yet to check in. I'm going to have to look because I know he has a hyphenated name, but and we're going to see as Weinfurter makes the second. As they check in, Auburndale, that is Terrence Cottrell Roberson that just checked in. As we see some starters still out here for Stratford, but full set of reserves in for Auburndale, as they will go down. I'm going to have to look after the game, but this might be one of their worst offensive performances in a very long time for Auburndale, as they were shut down by both poor shooting and the rim. As Ben Barton up, yes. Ben Barton will get 22, as we see Coach Schmidt bringing in all the subs. 3-point attempt, Skylar Gilhausen up, yes. Gilhausen will get on the board with a 3. And 3:25 left. Bright ahead. Now he will drive into the lane, up, foul, and that will send him to the line for 2, and also give an opportunity for Coach Schmidt to bring in all of the backups. Cody Miller currently on the floor, and now he's talking with Coach. As first free throw, front rim, no good. And we're going to see, everyone come in. So Chase Flink, Cale Weisenbrenner, Zachary Seitz will check in, and we still have waiting number 13, Tyler LePay, to check in here. Second free throw, Bright up, no good, so he will have to wait. Bright will stay on the floor with the subs as Cottrell Roberson into the front court. And he will be held by Bright as he tries to get off the floor. So Vaughn Bright will commit his third foul, team 6, no harm there. And that gets Vaughn Bright off the floor. As Tyler LePay will check in for him. It's kind of interesting. He literally just grabbed Cottrell Roberson's arm to get the foul because he knew he wanted to get off the floor. I mean, at this point with this lead, you might as well. Into the backcourt, Cottrell Roberson. Roberson will dribble to the front court as we get a little JV action going here. Cottrell Roberson up top, that's Hoffman. Hoffman will drive into the lane, gets it out, Gilhausen. Gilhausen back up top, Wilcox. Wilcox into the lane, has it taken away by Cale Weisenbrenner. Weisenbrenner into the front court, gets it to Cody Miller. Cody Miller gets it up top, Tyler LePay. LePay around to Cale Weisenbrenner. Weisenbrenner gets it to Seitz. Seitz tries to get it cross court. That's going to be tipped out of bounds by LePay. Turnover to Auburndale. 2:41 remaining, 59-31. We will talk to Coach Schmidt and most likely Ben Barton after the game, at least attempt to here, as we get set. This is Gilhausen. Gilhausen gets it up top to Wilcox. Wilcox hands back to Gilhausen. Gilhausen snaps off a 3, back rim no good. Rebound comes down to Weisenberger. Weisen will get it to Flink. Flink will get it across, get it to Miller here. Miller into the lane, tries to get it to Seitz, out of play, and it'll be another turnover with 2:13 remaining. As we'll see more bench emptying as Nick Fox and number 15 and Jake Straw checking in. I believe that's how you say it. I did not get pronunciations on some of the second string players because I wasn't expecting quite this result here, but Wilcox will hand to Hoffman. Hoffman into the lane, gets it out to Gilhausen. Skylar Gilhausen. Down low, pawn up, yes. Dylan Pawn with a good second half. He's got 6, but just not enough. 59-33 as we come under 2 minutes remaining. As we see Riley Bauman to check in, as that ball will be out of play and a turnover. So Riley Bauman checks in as Chase Flink will sit down. As Coach Schmidt is going all the way down his bench. But Hoffman dribbling here into the far corner. Hoffman holding, gets it to Dylan Pawn. Pawn will hand to Gilhausen. Gilhausen down underneath. Gets it back out top. Cottrell Roberson for 3. Back rim no good. Rebound comes down Cody Miller. Miller will dribble it ahead to the front court. Across the line. Gets it here near side. That's Riley Bauman. Bauman will get it to LePay. LePay all the way around Miller. Miller holding will pass it up top. Skro all the way around into the corner. That's Nick Fox. Nick Fox, as I'm trying to get all these names down, gets it back Riley Bauman. Bauman driving into the baseline. Gets it back out top. Skro all the way back. 55-1 left. 59-33, and I think another turnover.
Squiggy Weiler.
Number 20, Keegan Weiler, as the PA announcer here just called him Skiggy Weiler, checking in. Could be a fan favorite. Let's see if Stratford tries to feed him something here in this last minute. As Cottrell Roberson will drive, gets it to Gilhausen. Gilhausen into the lane, gets it into the corner. Wilcox down, gets it back out top. Hoffman into the lane, up. Foul, he will go to the line for 2. Caden Hoffman will go to the line for 2 free throws.
15, Loppy, that's his first.
That will go against Tyler Loppy, his first, team 7th. As first free throw up, no good from Caden Hoffman. And still 4 of 12, make it 5 of 13 from the free throw line here. As Keegan Weiler will bring it to the front court. 31 seconds left. See what they do here. Here near side Bauman. Riley Bauman will get it across Cody Miller. Miller back to Weiler. Weiler down low. Up. Yes, that is Tyler Lappy for 2. He gets on the score sheet. As Hoffman will get it out Gilhausen. Passes back out Cottrell Roberson. Down, gets it into Wilcox. 3-pointer, back rim no good. Rebound will come down to Lappy, and Stratford will stay undefeated. They secure first place in the conference. We will talk to Coach Schmidt. We will talk to a player a year after this as we get set for our post-game show brought to you by Weiler's Convenience Stores. We will take a break right after this.
Chrysler Center is your go-to destination for all your automotive needs. We offer a full line of Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks. And with a low-pressure sales experience second to none, we can make your buying experience special. With our Fix 'em All service department, we are here to keep you on the road running smooth and safe. We take pride in what we do and are driven to exceed your expectations. Visit us today on Highway 13 in Colby.
Are you a veteran looking to buy a new home or lower your existing mortgage payment?
At Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, we understand the sacrifices you made in serving our country. We believe it's our turn to serve you and your family.
We'll show you how to take advantage of your VA home loan benefit. At Fairway, we can finance up to 100% on the home you intend to purchase or refinance.
At Fairway, we'd be honored to help you with your financing. Stop in at one of our offices or give us a call today.
Forward Bank, originally incorporated in Marshfield, has been around for 100 years and in those 100 years has grown tremendously and continues to do so. With locations in Colby, Greenwood, Marshfield, Medford, Stanley, Thorpe, and Withee, they are always looking to be part of your family, business, farm, or nonprofit. For personal loans, business loans, life insurance, or homeowners insurance, stop by one of their 7 convenient locations and see how they can help you move forward.
All right, we are back here from Stratford. Post-game, Coach Schmidt is talking to the team. He's going to be back to talk to us, and he's going to talk to Ben Barton as we get ready here for the second half. We get ready here to talk to them as they will finish out the first half of the Marawood Conference season undefeated. Going through the statistics, first for Auburndale. Cooper Weinfurter, rough night, 7 points. Caden Hoffman added 1. Hunter Wright with 6. Fletcher Rabb 2. Skylar Gilhausen 3. Cody Trowbridge led the way tonight with 9. Dylan Pond would add 6. But the story of the game would be the Stratford Tigers and Ben Barton. Ben Barton with 22 points in the game. Vaughn Bright would add 8. Dawson Dannon would add another 11. Chandler Schmidt, 12. Teddy Redmond had 2. Max Vanderhoff had 2. Tyler LePay had 2. Chase Flink had 2. So we're waiting for Coach Schmidt. He's talking to the team right now. He'll be back along with our player of the game, Ben Barton. So we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with them in just a minute.
Medford Chrysler Center, we have a variety of used vehicles for any need. We carry a large selection of half-ton pickup trucks and 3/4-ton pickup trucks. We also have cars, compact SUVs to full-size SUVs. Whatever you're looking for, come see us here at Medford Chrysler Center. See Kurt or myself, Todd, for that next used vehicle.
Did you know that Weiler convenience stores are hiring? Whether you are looking for a full-time cashier position or a part-time nights and weekend job that will allow you to bring home a little extra money, Weiler's can help you out. With pay starting at $11 per hour and the chance to make more on weekends and offering very flexible scheduling, why wouldn't you want to work here? Go to any one of their locations on 4th Street, Central Avenue, or at 2005 North Central Avenue and pick up an application, or go to weilerconvenience.com to print off an application.
Sports fans, if you're looking for the best chair in the house, come down to R&R Flooring and Furniture in Spencer. We carry Franklin furniture, Lang furniture, Serta recliners, Simmons recliners, electric chairs, chairs that have phone chargers in. That is the best chair in the house. Come down and see us. We also have these sports tables and anything you want. Brewers, Bucks, Badgers, come on in. Thank you.
Executing our game plan to a T. I thought the guys did a beautiful job playing as a unit, and I couldn't be happier and more proud of our overall effort defensively.
Obviously, with a big lead, you were able to kind of empty the bench a little bit. Kind of go through how important it is to get some of those players out in a varsity game, and especially a big varsity game against a good team like Auburndale.
Well, it's important. You want to also give kids experience. Every year we get a new team. We have a whole new team this year. And anytime you can give them some experience, it's a great thing. happened like overnight. And I'm just kind of bewildered at just the overall effort tonight. I was pleased.
All right, we're going to be talking to Ben Barton here in just a minute. He had 22 points in the game, 12 in the first half, 10 in the second. Really just dominant down low. How great is it to have a player like him that can just work that center position for you?
Oh, it's great. I mean, and you don't forget the guys did an unbelievable job improving their angles for him. You know, we knew that they would trap him, cover down, choke on him. We knew they would do all that stuff, but the guys did an unbelievable job of moving in the offense to get angles to get him the ball, so that he was hard to guard. We didn't just settle for the ball in one spot and then they take it away. We moved the ball to get angles to get him moving. And let's not forget, it's nice to see Vaughn start to get back, and that helps a lot because now they got two really good inside players that are not the best in the country.
All right, so now we're at about the halfway point of the season. You're undefeated. Is this where you planned on being at the start of the year?
No, I just don't think about that. We've only played 7 games. A lot of people have played 10, 11, because we're starting like so. We still, time-wise, might be half, but we still got a lot to go yet. But I couldn't be more proud and thrilled. I don't think about it a lot because we think about the process. And then tonight just kind of blew me backwards a little bit.
All right, thank you, Coach. We'll see you down the road. All right, I'm going to go find Ben, and we'll be right back in just a minute. Ben, 22 points tonight. What was working for you down low?
I just felt like everything was connecting real well. Me and Vaughn played a real solid game together one night. Everything we just kept on feeding through each other, and our guards did a real nice job getting us the ball. We knew that our size advantage was going to be a lot this game for them to overcome.
Actually, you took my next question right away from me. I was going to ask you about Vaughn Bright because you two seem to be working really well down low. But also talk about that with the guards. There was a lot of good inbound, good plays to get the ball down to you. How much have you guys been working on that lately?
Well, it's early in the year at this point. We're really getting all our inbounds plays in. I feel like now we're really settling down to get them. But, obviously early in the season, you've got your ones that have been running since you were in 4th grade, and then you've really got the ones who set up now to run, and those are good.
All right, I asked Coach this one. He gave me perfect coach speak, so I'm going to ask you too. We're at, calendar-wise, about the halfway point of the season. Is this where you guys expected to be at this point?
Quite honestly, I thought that looking at the schedule, we got Auburndale really solid opponent. We've got Marathon there real solid. We've got who we played earlier on the rest of the season. We've got a game of lacrosse we got to go to. Those are all real solid games we got to all get ready for. And I just think that coming in where we're 7-0 right now is really important.
All right, sounds good. Congratulations on the win. We'll see you down the road. All right, so don't forget tomorrow we have doubleheader hockey from Medford as Medford takes on Marquette. We got a whole slate of games tomorrow. You can check them all out at onfocus.news/sports. Until tomorrow morning, I'm Steve Okonik along with Rayanna Ostreit, and we will see you tomorrow from Medford.